Hey guys, welcome back to Andy's Dinosaur Reviews. Today we are going to review another of the 2018 Collecta lineup that I was really super highly anticipating and unbelievably psyched about getting, and it is this. This is their 2018 Brontosaurus, and my god, I must tell you guys that it is beautiful in person. Absolutely beautiful. I don't know if it's just because I have a soft spot for sauropods, or if it's just because the sculpt on this is really that nice, or maybe it's just because Collecta always seems to hit the nail straight on the head when it comes to their sauropods within the past few years, but this thing is just beautiful. It truly is. Everything about it, the sculpt work, the coloration, it just looks so nice to me. So let's take a closer look at it. Starting up here at the head, you can see that the head sculpt is really nice. It looks very, very good for being as small as it is. And you can see that the teeth are painted and sculpted very nicely. You can see the inside of the mouth there is like a purplish color, but they did get inside there and paint that, so it looks very, very good. The overall detail on the head looks beautiful in my opinion, and for something as small as it is, it's nice that they got as much detail on it as they did. You can even make out the nostrils there and everything, so beautiful head sculpt on this Brontosaurus. And you can see coming back here onto the neck that the detail looks very, very good. You can also see that it's primarily a brown color, but they have a very cool red area around the eye and then a red underside of the neck. There's also some nice gloss that has been put onto that black pupil of the eye, and the eye is painted beautifully on both sides. Such a small eye, but it's been painted and glossed so nicely. It looks very, very good. Gives it a very realistic living type of a look to it. And then you can see coming down here under the neck is very, very big, nice and bulky, long like it should be, and sculpted beautifully. You can see as I turn it, just looking at the sculpt work the whole way through, it's an absolutely beautiful model and nice coloration the whole way down. You can see these little spines that run the length of the back here are all sorts of different sizes, so I love that. It really helps to give it a nice, beautiful, realistic look. They're nicely colored as well. They're like a white color, but it's been dry brushed on and looks very good the way they've done that. And then they come down here into the shoulder, and you can see the shoulder is definitely elaborated here on the upper part of the body. You can see it sticking out. You can see some nice skin folds here and some beautiful chest muscles here in the front of the Brontosaurus. You can also make out quite a bit of muscle tone coming down here into the leg right in this area. It may be a little hard to pick up on camera, but I can see it beautifully in person. It looks very good. The feet also look very nice. Has that nice big claw sticking out of the side that's painted as well as sculpted beautifully, and then some skin folds that run along here into the midsection coming to the back leg, and then beautiful sculpt work all over back here. The legs are very nicely sculpted. Same goes for down here, beautiful kneecap, and then the feet are also sculpted nicely on the back as well. And then coming up here into the back of the animal, you can't really make out the hip bone too much, but I'm not worried about that at all. Coming back here into the tail, you can see that the sculpt work is beautiful the whole way down, and it now has 3 rows. Well, it actually starts out with 3 and then turns to 2 rows of these little spines that run the length of this beautiful tail that curves very nicely and very realistically along the back of the tail here on the animal. It looks beautiful. And you can also see, looking at the animal, that it's primarily this brownish type of a color, but there is a very light hint of darker, I'm not really sure if they're black or just like a darker brown or maybe a grayish type of a color, but there's little stripes that run the length of the body, and you can really make them out here on the tail. So it turns a little bit. So that little subtle changing coloration just gives it a very cool look in my opinion, makes it look very realistic. And then the underside is this like yellowish type of a creamish type of a color. And then back here they've got the cloaca, as they always include, which is a beautiful extra bit of realism. So this Brontosaurus is absolutely fantastic. In my opinion, certain companies just excel at certain types of dinosaurs, and definitely Collecta's strong point in my opinion, again, I just want to stress that this isn't an overall opinion of everybody. This is just what I feel. But I feel like Collecta's strong point is their sauropods, because something about them, they always just look so beautiful, so insanely nice. And in fact, it was a sauropod of Collecta that initially drew me to the line. It was their Diplodocus, because when I had seen that originally, I was blown away by it. I thought it was probably the most beautiful looking Diplodocus that I had ever seen. So that's what really drew me into Collecta when I was first getting into the collecting side of dinosaurs, was the Diplodocus. And I had purchased that, fell in love with it immediately. So I knew when they were going to make a Brontosaurus that they would do an absolutely awesome job, because they always do, in my opinion. And this thing is just fantastic. It has definitely exceeded my expectations and is just so beautiful. As far as the size goes, from the tail to the head, you're looking at about 11 inches or 28 centimeters long. And for a height to the top of the head, you're looking at right around, about a little over 3 inches and just about 8 centimeters. And yeah, that's probably the highest point. Maybe the tail actually might be the highest point. So yeah, it's a little higher there, a little over 3 inches and almost about 8.5 centimeters high. So a nice size as far as this Brontosaurus goes. For a size comparison, there is the Papo T-Rex. So you can see that it's shorter. It's a Brontosaurus is not a deluxe model from Collecta, so it's not one of their bigger ones that they do from time to time. But yeah, it's still a very, very nice size in my opinion. Definitely a good size, because it'll fit into pretty much any collection and shouldn't take up too much space for you. So you can see, just looking at it right there, that model is beautiful. Collecta just nailed it, absolutely nailed it with this Brontosaurus. I couldn't ask for a better one. This thing is just beautiful. So great job done by Collecta. And if you do want to buy this guy, check out everythingdinosaur.com or dejenkins.com if they have figured out their Collecta issues yet. I'm sure they'll have it in stock at some point as well. And yeah, definitely get on buying this guy, because he is awesome. Or she. I'm not really sure what the sex is of this dinosaur. But either way, this model is absolutely awesome. Beautiful beyond words, in my opinion. Collecta, such a great job. You guys deserve a round of applause for some of these 2018 models, and this is definitely one of them. So great job, Collecta, and please like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next review. Thanks for watching.